أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت
Then creates a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more.
Investiture ceremony is one of the most memorable events of every academic year.
Nihal Talha feel privileged and honored to hold this post of ASPL of our school. I promise to keep this one thought.
Wazir from grade 8 as the leader for the middles.
Now I call upon Khairun Bahira of grade 12 to take up the oath and declare her roles and responsibilities of Math Club.
I, Khairun Bahira, feel privileged and honored to hold this post of leader.
Allah is with the patient. And do not say about those who are killed in the way of Allah, they are dead. Rather, they are alive, but you perceive it not. And we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger and a loss of health and lives and fruits. But give good tidings to the patient, who, when disaster strikes them, say, indeed we belong to Allah, and indeed to Him we will return. Those are the ones whom are blessings from their Lord and mercy, and it is those who are rightly guided.
This has indeed made us aware of the Arabic words in English. MashaAllah, Jayyid.
Let us now welcome our dear brother Ifraz Ahmed to present us with the welcome speech.
Usually it's the seniors, but now why Ifraz?
Why not Ifraz? Every person of this school can be a leader, irrespective of their age. Please go ahead, brother Ifraz.
If your action creates a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, then you are an excellent leader. Good morning to everyone present here. I take pride in getting this opportunity to welcome our beloved principal, dean, academic coordinator, teachers, parents and my dear students for our Investiture ceremony 2021-22. For those of you who do not know what is an Investiture ceremony means, the Investiture ceremony is an official celebration of a person's installation to his or her authority, right and power. And this is one of the most awaited celebrations of Knowledge Academy School. The Investiture ceremony is the first event of our school academic year, where leaders are elected and they are vested with the responsibility. It is indeed rightly said that leaders are not born, they are made. The students of today are visionaries and torchbearers of tomorrow. A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. Every program that is organized in school gives them a wonderful opportunity to discover their hidden talents that are instilled in them. Great things are achieved through great leaders, and great leaders are created from four walls of classroom. A leader is who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Keeping this in mind, let's begin our program. Thank you.
This is just what we need. A warm welcome with the best advice as a gift to enjoy. Can we now move on to the actual event?
Sure, let's start with the most important leaders of the school pupil leader and the assistant school pupil leader.
Every student from grade 8 to 11 are given the opportunity to nominate themselves to exhibit their leadership qualities willingly. These SPLs and ASPLs selected have outperformed to take up these roles.
What? Students are requesting for the role? That's a new thing to me. Mind-blowing. Let me invite Pamela ma'am to reveal the mysterious identities of the highest ranked leaders of our school.
Wait. But before that, we'll find out the important Ravi, can you please take over the stage?
Thank you, Hamida and Asa. Investiture ceremony is one of the most memorable events of the every academic year. It is here we entrust faith and hope in our newly appointed leaders. This makes every student to discover the leadership in him and her. Every student who obtain leadership feels proud, and when this event takes place, the leader feels a sense of pride in them that they are leader in making of the future. Today's celebration makes every leader to feel unique and a sense of responsibility to be a leader of making of tomorrow. Now, I call upon our SPLs Faiz Ahmed and Farana, ASPLs Nihal Talha, Mohammad Rehan, Tasmia Firdaus, Safia to take up their oath and declare the roles and responsibilities.
A leader doesn't set out to be one, rather sets out to make a difference. It's never about the role, and it's always about the goal. Leader is not the one who is chosen, it's the one who leads towards the vision. I, Faiz Ahmed, feel privileged and honored to hold this post of SPL of our school that has been bestowed upon me by our prestigious institution. I thereby take up the roles and responsibilities of being the role model to all my juniors and my peers, creating many more new leaders, collaborating with each and everyone to ensure an inclusive learning environment, implementing and monitoring school policies and safety protocols, establishing a clear roadmap to achieve the common goals, learning new skills to build and develop my personal leadership capacity, organizing and motivating students to participate in school clubs, supporting teachers and teams as they design new methods to assess student learning, backing teachers' teams in developing strategies to differentiate their instruction, inspiring and leading new and challenging innovation, demonstrating responsibilities by taking charge of discussion and other learning activities.
I, Farhana, feel privileged and honored to hold this post of SPL of our school that has been bestowed upon me by our prestigious institution. I hereby take up the roles and responsibility of being the role model to all my juniors and my peers, creating many more new leaders, collaborating with each and every one to ensure and protocols, implementing and monitoring school policies and safety protocols, establishing a clear roadmap to achieve the common goals, learning new skills to build and develop my personal leadership capacity, organizing and motivating students to participate in clubs, supporting teachers and teams as they design new methods to assess student learning, backing teachers and teams in developing strategies to differentiate their instruction, inspiring and leading new and challenging innovations, demonstrating responsibility by taking charge of discussion and other activities. Thank you.
I, Nihal Talha, feel privileged and honored to hold this post of ASPL of our school. I promise to keep this one thought in mind always. My actions must inspire others to dream bigger, learn better, and achieve higher. I thereby take up the roles and responsibilities of coordinating with my teachers, SPL, and my schoolmates in all day to day activities and special events of my life, encouraging students to develop and share their opinions and engage in discussions, working with teachers to develop curriculum standards, being a mediator for the students in the lower years, enabling students to participate as active young leaders, evolving into caring leader who keeps a watchful eye to make KAS the best. The key to successful leadership today is influence, not authority. Leadership is not in the blood of a person, but is groomed day by day. So I promise that I'll be responsible and diligent towards my duties. The fruits of hard work are always sweet. So I, along with my team, will work hard to lead our school to the path of success. A big thank you to everyone.
I, Muhammad Rehan, feel privileged and honored to hold this post of ASPL of us. I, Muhammad Rehan, feel privileged and honored to hold this post of ASPL of our school. I promise to keep this one thought in mind always. My actions must inspire others to dream bigger, learn better, and achieve higher. I hereby take up the roles and responsibilities of coordinating with my teachers, SPL, and my schoolmates in all day to day activities and special events of my school, encouraging to develop and share their opinions and engage in discussions, working with teachers to develop curriculum standards, being a peer mediator for the students in the lower years, enabling students to participate as active young leaders, evolving into a caring leader who keeps a watchful eye to make KAS the best. The key to successful leadership today is influence, not authority. Leadership is not in the blood of a person, but it's groomed by day, so groomed by day by day. So I promise that I will be responsible and diligent towards my duties. The fruits of hard work are always sweet. So I, along with my team, will work hard to lead our school to the path of success. Thank you.
We all are here to learn, to dream, to grow, and to contribute. This is what makes our life worthwhile. I, Tasmia Firdaus of Grade 10, feel privileged and honored to hold this post of ASPL of our school. I promise to keep this one thought in mind always. My actions must inspire to dream bigger, learn better, and achieve higher. I thereby take up the roles and responsibilities of coordinating with my teachers, SPL, and my schoolmates in all day-to-day activities and special events of my school, encouraging students to develop curriculum standards, being a peer mediator for this being a peer mediator for the students in the lower years, enabling students to participate as active young leaders, evolving into a caring leader who keeps a watchful eye to make KAS the best. The key to successful leadership today is influence, not authority. Leadership is not in the blood of a person, but it is groomed day by day. So I promise that I will be responsible and diligent towards my duties. The fruits of hard work are always sweet. So I, along with my team, will work hard to lead our school to the path of success. Jazakallah khair.
We all are here to learn, to dream, to grow, and to contribute. This is what makes our life worthwhile. I am Safia, feel privileged and honored to hold this post of ASPL of our school. I promise to keep this one thought in my mind always. My actions must inspire others to dream bigger, learn better, and achieve higher. I thereby take up the roles and responsibilities of coordinating with my teachers, SPL, and my schoolmates in all day to day activities and special events of my school, encouraging students to develop and share their opinions and engage in discussions, working with teachers to develop curriculum standards, being a peer mediator for the students in the lower years, enabling students to participate as active young leaders, evolving into a caring leader who keeps a watchful eye to make KAS the best. The key to successful leadership today is influence, not authority. Leader is not in the blood of a person, but it groomed day by day. So I promise that I will be responsible and diligent towards my duty. The fruits of hard work are always sweet, so I, along with my team, will work hard to lead our school to the path of success. Thank you.
Thank you, SPLs and ASPL, for taking up your oath and declaring your responsibilities. And congratulations. Over to you, Comparas.
Thank you, Pamela ma'am, for stating the importance of an SPL and ASPL. Congrats to our heroic leaders. But you know, Sister Azra, we used to have those colorful badges in our school.
And we have it here too. Why not felicitate them with virtual badges?
Wow, that's a really impressive idea.
I request our Academy Coordinator Asma ma'am to kindly present the leaders with their badges.
Brother Faiz Ahmed is chosen as the boys' SPL. MashaAllah, he seemed to be so discreet.
Still water runs deep. Silent people have talents deep inside of them. It's just hidden and needs to be brought out.
You are absolutely right. Let's move on to the girls section now. And Sister M. Farhana of grade 10 is the girls' SPL. Way to go, Sister Farhana.
Now, every leader needs an assistant, right? Brother Nihal Talha and Brother Muhammad Rehan of grade 9 are appointed for the ASPL role. Hats off to both of them.
And the girls' ASPLs are Tasmia Firdaus of grade 10 and Sister Safia R of grade 9.
A loud takbir for our leaders who will be our next role models, inshallah.
Allahu Akbar. Sister Azra, can you recall the times when we were in clubs?
Oh right, I will never forget the knitting classes.
The newspaper club too.
Are you ready for clubs this year?
I am way ahead of you. I have already spoken to Barkat ma'am about the clubs.
What? How could you do that without me?
Sorry. I now call upon a teacher whom I really admire for all the things that she does for us, and it is Barkat ma'am to introduce the language clubs of the year.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum to everybody. Language differentiates human from all other creations. It is a great blessing endowed upon mankind. Our thoughts become our words, and our words become our actions. Language is an expression of our feelings and emotions too. We at Knowledge Academy School adopt a 4-language formula where our students are exposed to 2 widely spoken international languages and 2 national languages, so that they can communicate with flair, confidence, and spontaneity. The language teachers make sure that our students are well equipped with all the essential reading and writing skill. Because we believe that language shapes the way we think, the way we express, and the way we relate to people around us. Yes, Alhamdulillah. ஸோ தமிழில் தலைவருடைய பண்புகள் எப்படி இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறத நம்முடைய மாணவி ஜீனத் அவர்களை சொல்ல அழைக்கிறேன்.
கடல் கொண்ட எரிமலையும் வெடிக்கும், உயிர் கொண்ட உள்ளமும் துடிக்கும், இரண்டும் உலகை மாற்றும். உணர்வு கொண்ட மனிதன் கலைஞனாகிறான், கலைஞன் கவிஞனாகிறான், கவிஞன் தலைவனாகிறான். முடிசூடுபவன் மட்டுமல்ல, முயல்பவனும் தலைவனே. இந்த தமிழ் மன்றத்தின் வாயிலாக மாணவர்களை முயல வைப்போம் இன்ஷா அல்லாஹ்.
இன்ஷா அல்லாஹ். நம்முடைய அனைத்து துறையில் இருக்கக்கூடிய தலைவர்களையும் முயலக்கூடிய மாணவர்களாக ஆக்க வேண்டும் என்பதே எம் பள்ளியின் ஆசை. அடுத்ததாக தலைவனின் குணம் என்பதை விளக்க சகோதரர் அப்துல் வாஹித் அவர்களை அழைக்கிறேன்.
அஸ்ஸலாமு அலைக்கும் வரஹ்மத்துல்லாஹி வபரகாத்துஹு. முன்னேற்றுவதற்கான சிந்தனை செய்பவன் இளைஞன். தனது சிந்தனையே தீட்டி இளைஞர்களை முன்னேற்றுவதற்கு தூண்டுவது ஒரு கவிஞன். இந்த இரண்டையும் உருவாக்குவது ஒரு நல்ல தலைவன். எவன் ஒருவன் தனக்கு பிறர் மீது உள்ள அதிகாரத்தை விட பிறர் மத்தியில் இருக்கும் அங்கீகாரத்தை பெரிதாக கருதுகிறானோ அவனே சிறந்த தலைவன். என்னை விட யாரும் உயர்ந்தவரில்லை என்பதே தலைக்கணம். என்னை போல் எல்லாரும் உயர்ந்தவர்கள் என்பதே தலைமை குணம். எனது நாலேஜ் அகாடமி பள்ளியில் இருக்கும் அனைத்து துறையில் இருக்கும் தலைவர்கள் இந்த பண்பை கொண்டவர்கள் என்பதில் எந்த ஐயமும் இல்லை. அஸ்ஸலாமு அலைக்கும்.
வலைக்கும் அஸ்ஸலாம் வரஹ்மத்துல்லாஹ். அல்ஹம்துலில்லாஹ். இப்பொழுது அஸ்ரா மற்றும் ஹாமிதா உங்களுடைய செயலை எடுத்துக்கொள்ளுமாறு அன்போடு கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன்.
So Jazakallah khair Barakat ma'am. As you all know the saying, language is just a puzzle. That's so unique. So club leaders and my dear audience, hear me out. When you talk to a person in a language that they understand, that goes to their head. But when you talk in their own language, it goes straight to their heart. சரி, இப்பொழுது தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருந்து கொண்டு தமிழ் கிளப் தலைவர்கள் இல்லாவிட்டால் அது தவறு அல்லவா? தமிழ் கிளப் தலைவர்கள் என்ன சொல்ல போகிறார்கள் என்று கேட்போமா? Let the audio begin please.
தமிழ் புத்தகங்கள், நூல்கள், செய்தித்தாள்களை தினமும் வாசிக்க வேண்டும். அது மட்டுமல்ல, செய்தியை காண வேண்டும். அதில் முக்கியமாக நம் தலைவர்கள் மற்றவர்கள் கூறும் கருத்துக்களை மிக கவனமாக கேட்க வேண்டும். அதை போல் நாமும் சில தலைப்பின் நம் கருத்துக்களை நம் நண்பர்களிடம், ஆசிரியர்களிடம், நம் பெற்றோர்களிடம் பகிர்ந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும். இறுதியாக நான் 2 முக்கியமாக கருத்துக்களை கூறப்போகிறேன். முதலாவது, நமக்கு கிடைக்கும் போட்டிகளில் கலந்து கொண்டு நம் திறமையை வெளிக்காட்ட வேண்டும். இரண்டாவது, நேரத்தை வீணாக்க கூடாது. ஒவ்வொரு நிமிடமும் பொன் போன்றதாகும்.
உலக மொழிகள் ஏறத்தாழ 3000 என தமிழ் வரலாறு என்னும் நூலில் குறிப்பிட்டது. அவர்கள் இயல்பாது தோன்றிய இயன்மொழியான நம் தமிழ் மொழி 16 பண்புகள் உள்ளது. நம் தமிழ் மொழி பல்வேறு சிறப்புகளை ஊருங்கையுடையது என்கிறார் பாவனார். தோன்மை, முன்மை, எளிமை, ஒன்மை, இளமை, வளமை, தாய்மை, தூய்மை, செம்மை, மும்மை, இனிமை, தனிமை, பொறுமை, திருமை, இயன்மை, வியன்மை. தமிழ் என்னும் சொல்லின் பொருள் இனிமை, எளிமை, நீர்மை என்பதாகும். தோன்மை மொழிகளான இலத்தீன், கிரேக்கம், எபிரேயம் ஆகியன பேச்சு வழக்கிலிருந்து எட்டளவில் மட்டுமே வளர்க்கிறது.
ஒருவர் சிறந்த பேச்சாளர் ஆக வேண்டும் என்றால் அவரது உள்ளத்தில் ஒளி இருக்க வேண்டும் என்பதை காட்டிலும் அவரது உள்ளத்தில் உறுதியான லட்சியம் இருக்க வேண்டும்.
தமிழ் புத்தகங்களை
நாம் நன்றாக கற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும். மொழியை திறம்பட கையாளுவதற்கான ஆற்றலை நாம் வளர்த்து கொள்ள வேண்டும். குறிப்பாக நாம் சொல்ல நினைக்கும் கருத்தை தெளிவாக சொல்ல வேண்டும்.
தமிழ்நாடு முழுவதும் பேசி வரும் நம் மாநில மொழி, நம் தாய்மொழி தமிழாக இருக்கிறது. இந்த மண்ணில் தமிழ் பேசினால் மட்டுமே கம்பீரமாக நடக்க முடியும். இங்கு மட்டுமல்லாமல் சீனா, ஆஸ்திரேலியா என்ற பல மேலைய நாடுகளில் தமிழ் மொழி பரவுகிறது. சேரன், சோழன், பாண்டியன் என்ற மகா பெரிய மன்னர்கள் தமிழிலேயே ஆண்டு வந்த மண் இது. தமிழ் கலாச்சாரத்திற்காக தங்கள் உயிரையே அர்ப்பணித்தார்கள். தமிழை பாதுகாப்பதற்காக அவர்கள் எதையும் செய்ய துணிந்தார்கள். 5000 வருடங்கள் பழமையான இந்த மகத்துவமிக்க தமிழை இப்பொழுது நாம் பாதுகாக்க வேண்டும். அதை பாதுகாப்பதற்கு ஒரே வழி, தமிழை நிறைய பேருக்கு கற்றுக் கொடுக்க வேண்டும். எவ்வளவிற்கு எவ்வளவு தமிழ் பரவுகிறதோ அவ்வளவு தமிழ் மொழியின் அழிவை நாம் தடுக்க முடியும். மக்கள் இந்த மொழியை மறப்பதற்கு முன்பே நாம் இம்மொழியை பிரபலப்படுத்த வேண்டும். தமிழில் பேசுவதும் தமிழில் எழுதுவதும் வாழ்க்கையின் ஒரு பங்காக மாறிவிட்டால் அதை மறப்பது சுலபமல்ல. தமிழிற்காக தங்கள் உயிரை கொடுத்து போராடியவர்களுக்கு நம் உயிரில் ஒரு பங்கையாவது தர வேண்டாமா?
Now that the audios are over, all right, it's badges time now. Let me first welcome our little captain for the primary school Tamil club, Brother Ijaz Ahmed of grade 4. And for the leader of middle school Tamil club, it is Sister Farhana of grade 8. And yet another representative from the middle school boys, we have Brother Danish Ahmed of grade 8. Moving on, we have the last two leaders from the secondary section. For boys, we have Brother Abdul Wahid of grade 9. For the young lasses out there, Zina Chahira from higher secondary school is your director. And that's the conclusion of Tamil club leaders. Hope you leaders protect the language of our ancestors.
अब बारी है हमारे राष्ट्रीय भाषा की और वो है हिंदी। आइए सुनते हैं हमारे प्राइमरी और सेकेंडरी पढ़ने वालों छात्रों की दो मीठी आवाजें। प्लीज प्ले द वीट ऑडियो।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। अब मैं आपको भारत की राष्ट्रीय भाषा के बारे में बताऊंगी। भारत एक बहुभाषी देश है जहां पर बहुत सी भाषाएं बोली जाती है। यहाँ के हर राज्य की अपनी एक अलग भाषा है, लेकिन 14 हमारे महात्मा गांधी, हमारे बापू ने कहा था, राष्ट्रीय भाषा के बिना राष्ट्र गूंगा है। और कमलापति त्रिपाठी ने भी ये कहा था कि हिंदी भारतीय संस्कृति है। जज़ाकल्लाह।
हमारी राष्ट्रीय भाषा हिंदी है। हिंदी भारत में सबसे ज्यादा बोली जाने वाली भाषा है। भारत देश में अलग अलग राज्यों में अलग अलग भाषाएं बोली जाती हैं, पर हिंदी हमारी देश की राष्ट्र भाषा है। हिंदी भाषा बोलने में सबसे आसान भाषा है, क्योंकि जो हिंदी में लिखा जाता है वही बोला जाता है। 26 जनवरी 1950 को भारत के संविधान में हिंदी को राष्ट्रभाषा का दर्जा दिया गया है। धन्यवाद।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मेरा नाम सना फातिमा, मैं 8वीं कक्षा में पढ़ रही हूँ। हमारी देश की राष्ट्रभाषा हिंदी है। इसके बारे में मैं भाषण देना चाहती हूँ। राष्ट्रभाषा का अर्थ है राष्ट्र की भाषा। हिंदी हमारी राष्ट्रभाषा है। ये विशेष रूप में उत्तर भारत में जनता की भाषा है। ये हमारे देश में सामान्य संचार की भाषा है। ये हमारी देश की आधिकारिक भाषा है। दक्षिण भारतीय लोगों की मांग से कारण अंग्रेजी को सहयोगी राष्ट्रीय भाषा के रूप में बनाए रखा गया है। जो हिंदी को ठीक से नहीं समझते हैं, ऐसे इसलिए है क्योंकि इसमें संस्कृति के शब्दों को शामिल करके इस कठिन बना दिया गया है। राष्ट्रीय भाषा के रूप में महात्मा गांधी और हिंदी के सुभाष चंद्र बोस की अवधारण हिंदुस्तानी की थी, हिंदी और उर्दू का मिश्रण। लेकिन वर्ष से हमें हिंदी को राष्ट्रभाषा का दर्जा नहीं दे पाए हैं। इतने अधिक गुना से भरपूर होकर भी हिंदी आज अंग्रेजी के पीछे क्यों चल रही है? इसके सबसे बड़ा कारण है ऊंचे पड़े पर बैठे व्यक्ति जो अंग्रेजी को पुजारी है वे सोचते हैं कि अंग्रेजी ना रही तो देश पीछे जाएंगे। हिंदी हमारी शान है, देश का अभिमान है। धन्यवाद।
Now that we are done with the audios, let's present them with their virtual badges. From the primary section, we have Felicia Fatima. MashaAllah, our young junior is emerging as an amazing leader. And for the middle school, we have got none other than Sister Yusra Fatima of grade 7. Congrats, Yusra.
It is a dream of every Muslim to learn the language of the Quran and understand it. And now, to make that special wish come true, we have our Arabic club leaders. And as usual, the audio should be presented before the badges, right? So, can we have the audio, please?
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. في القرآن الله يتحدث عن اللغة العربية في الآية التالية: إنا أنزلناه قرآنا عربيا لعلكم تعقلون، مذكورة في سورة يوسف الآية 2، سورة الزمر الآية 28، سورة فصلت الآية 3، سورة الشعراء الآية 7، وسورة الزخرف الآية 3. في الحديث ما قاله وفعله محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، كما لاحظ إماد حمدت: قل تقريره جزء من البيانات عن محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، عند جمعها ترسم نقاط البينات. هذه سورة أكبر يشار إليها بألسنة، وقد سمي الحديث النبوي العمود الفقري للحضارات الإسلامية. جزاك الله خيرا.
السلام عليكم، اسمي سنا فاطمة، أنا أدرس في الصف الثامن. سأتحدث اليوم عن أهمية الحديث والقرآن. ينبغي أن نفهم القرآن والحديث بطريقة صحيحة كما فهمهم الصحابة. الحديث ما قاله النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وما فعله، والقرآن كتاب الله الذي أنزل على رسوله، لذلك يجب علينا أن نقرأه بعناية بالغة لكي نصبح متأملين جيدا. يجب أن نتحدث باللغة العربية كثيرا، ويجب أن نتعلم المعاني ونقرأ الكثير من القصص والكتب. شكرا والسلام.
On to badges, Sister Sumaya Fatima has the honor of being the leader of the Arabic club for the primary kids. Bravo, Sister Sumaya. Now there's a huge responsibility on your shoulders. Hope you fulfill it. And now we are ready to hear the middle school club leader of Arabic, and it's Sister Sana Fatima of grade 8. I just know that you'll do your duty above expectations, Sana. I now pronounce our other comparer, Sister Hamida Fatima of grade 11, as the higher secondary leader. I pray to Allah that all of you can talk and teach us the language of the Quran. Ameen.
And the most anticipated one, the International Language Club of our school, the English Club. Sadly, this is the last audio of our students who have worked remarkably hard on the English language. Please play the audio.
Power that is as common as it seems, but as rare as it could possibly be, and that is the sophisticated English language. It blossoms to only those who give it a value in life. Assalamu alaikum. I am Hamida from grade 11. English is not just a language, but a skill to be learned by those who have a purpose set in their lives. School could be spelled as SKOOL, but the magic of reading and understanding is just at the right moment and at the right time. to save the day. It gives out clues through sounds called phonetics, and that's enough to improve your basic English. If you count both native and non native speakers, English is the most widely spoken language of the world. Though non native speakers are not familiar with the English language, they learn it because of its practicality. An inspirational story coming up right now. An American taught English in South Korea and traveled to almost 193 countries with that savings. Just so you know, 193 countries is the amount of countries in the whole world according to the United Nations list. So you see, English is not just a language to few, because it's a way to start living. Being a non-native speaker, I want to master English just like a native speaker, to fit right into the society that I'm surrounded in. Thank you for hearing me.
Assalamu alaikum. English is a global language. We all love English as it helps us communicate to others. It is useful for everyone all over the world. There is a lot of benefits of learning English. Some benefits are you can communicate with foreigners. You can go to competitions like speeches, debates, etc. English helps us to go to interviews and get a job. English helps us to learn other languages as it is the base of everything. It increases our listening skills. It helps us to express our feelings to others without hesitate. To learn English, I'll be a good listener in class. I would join some spoken English classes to improve my English. In order to learn English, you have to first have some interest towards that language. You have to read more books and stories, and very importantly, you have to teach others what you learn so that they may learn it and you may remember it too.
To English. While communication is key to many locked doors, you need a language to do so. So one of the mighty language is English. Though India has many official languages, English is the national language. English is the line connecting dots between language barriers. English is the way of communication. It is the language of both national and international communication. It is the official language in 53 countries and 400 million people. There is a lot of proofs showing people who are fluent in English land up better posts than who work in multinational companies.
English is a universal language. It's spoken almost all around the globe. English has become a priority in everyone's life as it can be used wherever we go. Children nowadays learn English even before learning their own language. When you want to do something that will affect people globally, you have to make English as your main language. Learning English isn't so difficult. Once you start loving the language, you'll never let go of it. For starters, you can read simple stories and things that you like. If you want to go advanced level, reading newspapers would help. There will be times when you get confused, but it's okay. Just keep on moving and you'll gradually understand. Trust me, there are times I've heard, haha, English is a funny language, and there's no use taking English as your main subject. But always keep in mind that people who achieve great things and who are world class famous learned English. And keep in heart that if you want to be one of them, then English is your only choice. Enjoy it while you
Today's world. There are people from other states in India as well as a few people from other countries who have come here to work. Communicating with all of them require a common language, that is English. Maybe English not spoken all over the world, but the English is the only official language of many countries. And we find people moving out to other countries for job. And English is the language will be more communicating in most of the business. And the most of the best book, best novel, best poem is in the language of English only. And if we need to study the higher studies in the abroad, we need to speak English very fluently. And there are few steps to become a fluent English speaker. That is number 1. Try to speak English wherever you go. If it is mistake also no problem. Number 2, there is a proverb called practice make a man perfect. Follow that daily. We should practice English daily. Number 3, daily read newspaper or English novels or book or poem. Number 4, daily read 3 to 4 new vocabulary words. Number 5, listen to more English stories. Number 6, daily speak to someone who knows English well and good. Number 7, use dictionary often. It will help you sure. Number 8, learn more quizzes in English. Number 9, try to improve your English pronunciation. If you follow these steps, sure you can become a English fluent speaker. With this, I will.
English is widely spoken and taught over in 118 countries and is commonly used around the world as a trade language or a diplomatic language. It is the language of science, aviation, computers, diplomacy, and tourism. In today's modern world, the English language has become part and parcel of every existing field. It has been an international language of communication, business, science, information technology, entertainment, and so on. It helps to enable the learner to communicate effectively and appropriately in real-life situations. It also helps to use English effectively for study purpose across the curriculum, as well as to develop interest in and appreciation of literature, and basically to develop and integrate the use of four language skills, that is, reading, listening, speaking, and writing. First, I'll make my own goals and be determined to master over the language. I'll also take a few courses that will be helpful. Then I'll indulge myself in reading books and taking a few quizzes. I'll also have objectives in learning and practicing English. I'll practice writing English every day so that it stays in my mind firmly. I'll muster all my courage and not hesitate to talk freely to achieve a successful communication with others. I'll keep a record of my activities and analyze my progress. Thank you.
Learning English is very much useful for us because English is a language that everybody used to speak in whichever countries they travel. And learning English is also useful for us in many ways, such as English uses English uses in whichever job we go and join in, and etc.
First of all, I want to ask, does anyone has any future plans of your career guidance? Well, I think your career is based on your learning, like your interest in subjects like maths, science, etc. etc. But I think apart this, you need a main thing to achieve your goal. That is your communication. Good communication leads to success, and if you want to be a good communicator, you must be giving importance to English language, which is the most valued thing in today's world. If you want to be a successful person, you must overcome all your struggles and mainly be a good native speaker of English. If you have any plan to go to abroad for your higher studies, you must be a good native speaker. This language is a key to achieve your goal, and if you want to achieve, you must be a master of English. So we must value it to survive today's world.
I am Ismail from grade 10. Today I am going to speak the value of English language in today's world and the possibilities I create to achieve the mastery over my language. In today's contemporary world, English language has become part and parcel of every single field. It is an international language. Wherever I go, I find English flying away as aeroplanes fly high. So even I want to achieve mastery over my language, the steps I will take will be to talk without fear, reading a lot of books, developing your communicational skills, And finally, practice, which makes you perfect.
Starting off with our young bud, we have Neha Fatima. MashaAllah, hope you bloom into a beautiful flower. Next on the line is brother Muhammad Hamza Wazir from grade 8 as the leader for the middles. Last but not the least, in the secondary category, we have Muhammad Ismail of grade 10. And yes, we cannot forget our leader from the higher secondary. It is our beloved comparer, Sister Azra from grade 11. It is all great to see you all work hard and getting the result of it.
And with that, we have finished with the language clubs.
How about the other clubs?
Wait, we have other clubs?
Of course, we have Mathematics Club, Science Club, and Islamic Club too.
Let's start with the Mathematics Club, shall we?
I try, and try. The more I try, the more I cry. I'm candid, so I confess. In mathematic examinations, I always create a mess. And ultimately, the marks I get are quite less.
I believe that if you do ample practice, you'll one day probably achieve your goal. And you seriously have to improve because in our lives, maths plays a very significant role.
That was a great counseling, Sister Azra. And now I call upon Shamima ma'am to introduce the Math Club and its mathematician to us.
Assalamu alaikum. So the Maths Club offers an opportunity for more flexible learning with interest and involvement. It helps in proper utilization of leisure time and it helps in arousing and maintaining students' interest in maths. It also provides the students with opportunities to develop their explorative, creative, and inventive faculties. So we attain our objectives by conducting maths fair, arranging guidance program, and conducting the project activities. Now I call upon Khairun Bahira of grade 12 to take up the oath and declare her roles and responsibilities of Math Club.
I, Kairan Bahira, feel privileged and honored to hold this post of leader of Math Club of our school that has been bestowed upon me by our prestigious institution. I thereby take up the roles and responsibilities of involving in projects for development of knowledge and understanding of maths, and creating opportunities to try new things, and initiating collaborative learning between different groups of students, arranging guidance programs for needy students, and providing helping hand in conducting project activities and maths fair, and actively participating and preparing craft chart models for students and supporting them.
I congratulate Khairun Bahira. Thank you, Khairun. Now I hand over to the compiler.
A million thanks to you, ma'am. Kudos to Khairun. And next, biology, chemistry, and physics.
Did you know the human brain takes in 11 million bits of information every second but is aware of only 40 bits? That's a scientific fact that I just found out. We have Rafia ma'am here to tell us about the science club.
Thank you, Hamida and Azra. Science Musketeers provides a platform for a child to inculcate scientific knowledge. It helps students to create an interest in the field of science. It inculcates scientific attitude and facilitates them to become scientists. It develops their psychomotor skills by doing scientific activities. And now I call upon Bushra of grade 12 to take up the oath and declare her responsibilities towards science musketeers.
I, Bushra Fatima of grade 12, feel privileged and honored to hold this post of leader of science musketeers of our school that has been bestowed upon me by our prestigious institution. I thereby take up the roles and responsibilities of involving in projects for development of knowledge and understanding in the field of science, creating opportunities to become young scientists, initiating collaborative learning between different groups of students, arranging guidance program for the students and involve inculcating scientific thoughts and creativity in young students, actively participating and engaging the students in fieldwork activities will inculcate students in the scientific thinking process and also helps to develop scientific and rational attitude. Thank you.
Thank you, Bushra, for taking up your leadership of science musketeers. Now I over to comparer.
Jazakallahu khair Rafia ma'am, and warm regards to you, Bushra.
About Islam is mandatory for every Muslim. To help us with our let's welcome Nazim Islamic Club to us.
Jazakallah khair, Azra. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh. The purpose of the Islamic Studies Club is to make every student understand the purpose of life and take practical steps to fulfill their purpose through the teachings of the Holy Quran and authentic Sunnah of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now I call upon the leader of our club, Abdur Rahim of grade 10, to declare his commitment to take up the leadership and deliver his roles and responsibilities. Abdur Rahim.
I, Abdurrahim, feel privileged and honored to take up the leader's duty bestowed upon me. I hereby take up the role and responsibilities of involving actively in projects designed by my teachers for the development of knowledge and understanding the purpose of this education. Embracing the glorious Quran and Prophet, peace be upon him, as the ultimate source and guidance for the life, and being a practicing Muslim 24 by 7, initiating team by learning between different groups of students, arranging guidance programs for the students, actively participating and engaging the students in day to day activities, and helping them develop a keen sense of taqwa and awareness of their duties towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for themselves and others. I declare that I will inshallah care and contribute to the well-being of my community, my society, my nation, and to the Ummah and the whole world. Jazakumullah khairan kaseer.
Jazakallah khair, Abdur Rahim. May Allah reward you for taking up this leadership, and MCs over to you.
Jazakallahu khair Nazia ma'am, and best of luck on your way, brother Abdurrahim. And with that, we have come to an end of the clubs. Audience, will you have the honor of congratulating the club leaders? You can send your best wishes in the chat box, please.
Now, moving on, holding on memories never change. Next, we have a glimpse into our memories. Yup, our last year's club activities and a peek into the future.
أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد في سكون الليل أدعو في سجودي والدجى حولي سواد في سوادي يا رؤوفا يا رحيما يا حليما يا كريما ما لفضلك من نفادي يا سميعا يا مجيبا يا عظيما اهدني يا خالق السبع الشهاد أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد للهدى والحق وفقني إلهي فعلى توفيقك اليوم اعتمادي يا إله الكون يا عوني وغوثي يا ملا الخلق في يوم المعاد أنا يا ربي أرجو منك عفوا فاعف عن ذنبي وحقق لي مرادي نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد في سكون الليل أدعو في سجودي والدجى حولي سواد في سوادي يا رؤوفا يا رحيما يا حليما يا كريما ما لفضلك من نفادي يا سميعا يا مجيبا يا عظيما اهدني يا خالق السبع الشهاد أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد اشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب.
Those cherishing memories will live forever in our hearts, and I hope that this ceremony adds on to our memory folder too. Now, let's wind up this wonderful event with a vote of thanks presented by Sister Hamida from grade 11.
Leaders are not born, but they are curated. Every student in our school is in the making of becoming tomorrow's leader. Great leaders' courage to do things comes from passion and not from position. Our sincere thanks to our management for giving us this occasion. Behind every successful program lies the manifold effort of our committed faculty. I would also like to take a moment to thank the staff of our school for their immense contribution to the development of KAS. Finally, it is important that we acknowledge the unconditional support given to us by our parents. Where we stand today is the combination of hard work and efforts, and we know that we can go further with confidence that you all will be there to celebrate our victory. I would like to end my speech with a quote. When we express gratitude, we must not forget that the highest appreciation is not simply to utter words, but live by them. We once again thank you all for your support in making our investiture ceremony a grand success. So let's conclude our event with the accustomed invocation. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.